Yeah. It's being recorded. Okay. Yeah, you can hardly see yourself. All right. Ah, Francis is here. Perfect. Nice. So we're gonna start. All right. So as I said, this today's class is focused on like energizing movement. So first things, we're gonna find a comfortable stand, making sure that you are firmly with your all 10 toes on the ground, beginning to sway forward and back, finding some comfort here until you can slowly begin to close your eyes. Hola, Francis. Gently closing the eyes when you feel ready. Finding balance here, allowing the arms to just be loose. We're gonna be moving a little bit the upper body. And then for a second, find stillness. Take an inhale. Fill up your chest with air. And as you exhale, gently open your mouth. Let out a sigh. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Last one in and out. Good. Now slowly bring more weight onto your toes and lift your heels. Keep your eyes closed. Find your balance and then lower the heels. Move the weight onto the heels and lift your toes. Find balance. Two more. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, lower the heels down and bring the weight onto your heels. Lift the toes. Last time, keep your eyes shut if it's possible. Comfortable, maybe not, but possible. Moving on the fronts and backs of the feet. Slowly pause in the center and begin to bring the weight onto the arches that are inner. So you want to walk almost like a duck, bringing the weight onto the inner edges of your feet, keeping the eyes shut, waking up your feet, allowing the arms to just sway side to side. And then switching, this time walking on the external edges of each foot. Good. Swaying side to side. And then beginning to walk only on your heels. Maybe you add a little bit more movement with the arms as you move around. And then come onto your toes and walk around, keeping your eyes closed if you can, walking around. Just two more breaths, arms beginning to wave around. One more breath. And pause in the center, stay still with the legs, and this time begin to sway the upper body to each side. Keeping the eyes shut, allowing the arms to just move in the rhythm of the breath and music. Maybe increasing the quantity of the moves, as well as making bigger sways, waves with the arms. Really not worrying about how it looks. Nobody's looking at you. Just close your eyes and be in the moment while you move. Maybe gently bending the knees, maybe adding sways of the upper body, including the neck and head. Staying here as long as you hear the music. Release the body. Don't hold it. Maybe you begin to move the feet slightly. We're almost done with this active meditative state. Just few more breaths. Not worrying about the looks. Last inhale here while you're moving. And slowly exhale, come to center. Find your balance. Bring your feet a little closer together, hip width distance apart. Take an inhale. Bring your arms to a T shape. Stretch to each side. As you exhale, cross the elbows. Offer yourself a self hug. Feel this embrace. One more inhale here. As you exhale, gently blink your eyes open, release the arms to each side. Good. Now from here, bring the feet together or slightly apart. Either the big toes will touch, the external edges parallel, or just slightly apart. Taking a big inhale as you lift the arms overhead, keeping the belly and glutes engaged already. As you exhale, you're gonna open the arms to each side and swan dive forward, keeping your straight spine as long as you can. When you can't anymore, bend the knees and hang loose. Hook your elbows, sway side to side, maybe bending one knee at a time, allowing the neck to be loose, gazing over the shins or ankles or thighs, depending how high or how low you are. And cranking the back of the neck, swaying here, just breathing. Very good. Taking 2 more breaths. One more breath. And then slowly coming back to center, pausing here. Taking another inhale, maybe a slightly bigger bend in the knees. Place the fingertips onto the ground. Take an inhale and almost go for cow pose, sending the hips back and up as the chest goes down. As you exhale, curve the spine, almost go for cat pose. On the next inhale, place both hands on the ground, step back into plank pose, and hold your plank, making sure that you squeeze the butt cheeks together, heels are pulling you back, arms are in one long line. One inhale here, gaze down, don't try to crank the neck. Exhale, lower the knees, send your chest forward. We did this the other day. Try to send your chest forward, gazing still down, so you can place the chest and chin on the ground. Hips are up, and then like a herring, you're gonna slide forward. Inhale, lift your upper chest, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down, head touches the ground, forehead. Take an inhale, tuck your toes in both feet. As you exhale, push your body up and find for a second child's pose with soles of the feet lifted. If this is too much, regular child's pose. Take an inhale here, stretch your back. As you exhale, if your feet weren't tucked, tuck your toes in now and lift your body up into downward facing dog. Walk out your dog, pressing one heel at a time. Taking a second here. Feeling how your hips are the highest point, maybe adding gentle movements side to side. Today's flow is going to be more energizing than the other days, moving a little bit more fast. Taking another inhale here, pausing in the center for a second. And then on the next inhale, lift your heels really high. As you exhale, maybe even bend the knees. Slowly lower them down. One more. Inhale, lift the heels up. Exhale, lower them down. Good. And on the last one, lift your heels up. Take an inhale. As you exhale, roll your spine like a wave again to plank pose. Take an inhale here. Exhale, lower the knees and untuck your toes. Just like we did before, shifting the weight forward. Strong arms, elbows squeezing into the body. And then lowering down. Taking an inhale here and then sliding forward again. Inhale, baby cobra. Squeezing the elbows together, glutes are activated, toes are pointing. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, head comes down. On the next inhale, hands outside the external edges of the mat. Inhale, push your body up. Intimidating cobra. Exhale, elbows bend to each side. 2 more times. Inhale, lift your upper body, elevate the spine. Exhale, lower down. Inhale again, stay at the top for 3, for 2. Exhale, lower down. Good. Now from here, take an inhale, place the hands around the area of the ribs, still tucking the elbows into the body, tucking your toes in. Inhale and exhale, push your body back into child's pose with feet up. If this feels still uncomfortable,
Untuck the toes. It's really, really possible that this will be too much on the feet, so seriously take your time. Take another inhale, look towards the top between the thumbs and lift your spine into tabletop. Untuck your toes, take an inhale here. As you exhale, pivot on the left knee, open the right arm into side plank. You already know this, you wanna pull the right hip up, stay on an inhale. As you exhale, bring the right arm down, gaze down, pivot on the left knee, bring both knees towards each other. On the next inhale, lift the left arm up, take an inhale. As you exhale, cactus the left arm and send the hips back. Inhale, straighten the left arm, keeping the belly activated. Exhale, cactus the left arm, send the hips back. Inhale, lift the left arms, look forward. Exhale, send the hips back, cactus the arm. Last time, inhale, stay in the front, look towards the front. Exhale, release the left hand, good. Next, inhale, lift this time the right arm forward. Exhale as you send the hips back and bending the right elbow, cactus. Inhaling, looking towards the front, belly strong, one long line of the body. Exhale, hips back. Inhale, forward, last time. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward, stay here. Allow the right hand to come to the ground. Take an inhale, pivot on the right knee, and open side plank, supported with the knee on this opposite side. Pushing the hips forward, making sure you're in one strong line. Inhale, external edge of the left foot, still trying to touch the ground. Exhale, gaze down, bring the left arm down, pivot on the right knee, both knees together. Inhale, cow pose. Belly down, hips up, collarbones away from each other. Exhale, curve, collarbones together, belly button closer to the spine, hips pointing back. Slowly come to neutral spine, take an inhale. As you exhale, child's pose. Immediately from here, lift gently the left hand off of the floor, and you're gonna work towards the needle, but on the ground. So usually we end up here with hips up, but we wanna stay with hips left. Lifting the left arm, bringing it underneath the right arm so that the hand is facing the ceiling and you're stretching the left shoulder. So you're essentially like this on the ground. Breathing in this position, allowing the outer edge of the left shoulder to open up. Bring the forehead or chin to the ground, whichever feels more comfortable. Inhale and exhale. Next inhale, gaze towards the top. Left arm reaches forward, right hand lifts off of the floor. Bring it underneath, cross the body, and this time stretching the outer shoulder of the right side. Again, option for bringing the chin or head to the ground. One more inhale here. And exhale. Next inhale, gaze towards the front. Bring both hands forward. Take an inhale. Lift your spine into tabletop. Tuck your toes and exhale, downward facing dog. Hips lead the way. Good. Bring both feet to the center of the mat. Become light on the right toes. As you stay on the left toes, inhale, lift the right leg up, just gently. Don't need to open the hip, rather keep it low. Inhale. As you exhale, bend the right knee, step the right foot forward, lower the left knee to the ground, and untuck the left toes. Bringing so much weight onto the right leg that you can inhale, lift your spine up. As you exhale, send your hips a little more forward, relaxing into this pose. Staying for one inhale. As you exhale, releasing the hands forward, tucking your back toes and lifting your back knee.
You're gonna use the momentum, spring forward so that the both feet are gonna touch. Inhale. As you exhale, spring forward, feet touch or just gently apart. Bend the knees and hook the elbows, sway side to side. Neck is loose, maybe again bending one knee at a time. Feel if it feels different. Notice any difference between the right and left. And then gently releasing the hands to your hips, pausing in the center. As you inhale, keeping a gentle bend of the knees, so you're gonna straight spine, lift all the way up. Arms come overhead. Exhale, hands collect at the heart. Close your eyes just for a second. Feel your body sway again, front and back, side to side, just like in the beginning. Active rest. Maybe walking on the external, internal edges of each foot. And then gently pausing in the center. Take another inhale, open arms, open eyes, arms overhead. As you exhale, swan dive forward just like in the very beginning. Straight spine, hips are still in line with the ankles. You don't want to cross them too far back. Forward, forward, forward. Release the hands down to the ground. Bend the knees slightly. Inhale, cow pose. Imagine this is cow. Exhale, curve the spine. Good. Maybe bend the knees even more. That's okay. On the next inhale, bring the fingertips onto the shins or thighs. Straighten your spine. Gaze down so you can elongate the back of the neck. As you exhale, hands come to the ground. Step back into plank pose again. Nice and strong in plank. Inhale. As you exhale, release the knees back to the floor and untuck your toes. Already keeping the core really nice and strong, front and back. Elbows tucking in and lean forward. Gaze down, down, down. Arms are strong. Even if you fall down, really resist the most you can. Hips up, shoulders forward, and slide forward. Inhale. Baby cobra here. Stay on one inhale. Exhale, lower down. Good. Now I'm gonna scoop back. Maybe you also need to do that. Release the arms to a T shape to each side. Take an inhale. As you exhale, stay here. On the next inhale, lift your left foot off of the floor and begin to roll onto your right side body, feeling a stretch of the inner right shoulder this time. Right arm, left arm, they are in line, or the left hand can come onto fingertips if that's more accessible, and the left leg is pulling you back. If this is something that you're familiar with as a pose already and you want to get more of this, bringing the left foot onto the floor, left knee pointing up. Otherwise, this is already a strong stretch. Staying here. On the next inhale, coming back to center and switching sides, gently rolling into the left side body. Releasing. Oops, I hope you can still hear me. Releasing the right arm forward, left arm back. And if you are familiar with this, right foot can land on the floor. Breathe. Slowly come to center, take an inhale. Bring the hands in front of you. Imagine you want to almost like push everything up. We're going to inhale, lift the right arm, left arm. Exhale, open like cactus. Inhale, still staying off of the floor. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus. Last time, and we rest. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, cactus. Slowly, controlled movement. Release the hands down. Take an inhale and push yourself back into child's pose. Breathe in child's pose. Take whatever variations you need to take with your elbows, either bending them, hands up in regular child's pose, or maybe even releasing the arms alongside body, making a tiny little ball of yourself. Breathing here, 3 breaths. We got 2 more.
Release in control, surrendering. Release the arms forward. Take an inhale. Gaze towards the front. Between the thumbs, lift your spine up. Take an inhale. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. We have to even out the sides, and then we sit down to meditate. Inhale, lift your left toes off of the floor just gently. As you exhale, bend the left knee and step the left foot forward. Release the right knee down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, lift your spine up. Staying here nice and strong. As you exhale, sending the hips forward just a little. We'll need to stretch the inner groin, but you don't have to go very far. Feet are firmly on the ground, including the big toe of the left foot, the front foot. Left knee isn't swaying to the side. You want to keep the inner thighs still squeezing in. Inhaling here last time. Exhale, hands to the ground. Tuck your back toes in, lift your back knee. Inhale. As you exhale, spring forward, right foot joins the left one. Send the body down and sway side to side. Whichever level you're at, depending how low you go, not level of yoga, but level of how high you are here. Bending the knee slightly if you need to, releasing the back of the neck. One more inhale here and pausing in the center. Slowly interlock the fingers behind your back. Take an inhale. As you do, straighten your legs and straighten your spine, even if it means lifting almost all the way up. As you exhale, bend the knees gently and allow the hands to fall forward. Stay and breathe. If this feels like too strong of a stretch, keep the hands like they were and the arms down. Otherwise, stretch your upper chest. One more inhale here. Controlled movement, untangle the fingers. Exhale, bring the hands to the ground. And roll one vertebra at a time, more weight onto your heels. Neck is loose. It comes as the last part right before head. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, collect the hands at your heart. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And a strong exhale out through the mouth. On the next inhale, gently opening the eyes, releasing the arms to each side, stepping the right foot to each side, to the back side, and taking a squat for a second, opening the inner thighs right before we sit down to rest. Maybe swaying side to side, maybe lifting one heel at a time. Good. And when you're ready, slowly grab a cushion, or if you need something to elevate the spine, or just sit on the ground directly, finding your position for a meditation. Roll your shoulders back a few times, then roll them forward a few times. Move the neck left and right. Feel if something is pulling you, maybe nodding the head, maybe shaking the head. Take an inhale and allow this first inhale to be very intentional, but don't force the length of it. Breathe in and gently part the lips. Breathe out. Again, in and out. In and out. Good. Find your most comfortable position here. Stay seated and gently close your eyes if they aren't closed yet.
Make sure your spine is nice and straight, not overarching, but you're also not slouching down. Palms can be on the knees or facing the ceiling, or you can also make the wisdom mudra, bringing the thumb and index finger to touch. As you stay here, take an inhale and fill up your belly with air. As you exhale, sink the belly in. Inhale, belly lifts. Exhale, belly sinks. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly continue breathing normally without forcing anything on the body. And allow yourself to take your attention towards your forehead. Try to see if you could release any tension, as if somebody was massaging your forehead, allowing it to melt away. Soften your eyelids, soften the cheekbones, and unclench your jaw. The practice is over, the asanas are over, and the meditation begins. Bring your attention to your breath. Is it flowing smoothly? Is it sharp? Is it rough? Is it smooth, long, or shallow? Whatever happens, notice and avoid judgment. It's not going to serve us if we try to breathe forcefully. Now we just allow the breath to do its own work. I promised Friday was going to be focused on healing, but that is the topic we covered yesterday. So today we're going to find comfort in being energized, knowing that yoga isn't just stillness, only breathing, but it's so much more. So whatever energy is being created now, let's hope that we're going to be able to use it throughout the day, throughout the weekend, and for the week to come. As you sit here in stillness, think about those few affirmations I'm going to give you, and you can repeat them in your mind, making sure that all of them are in present tense, or you can just listen without repetition. The first affirmation is here. I take comfort in knowing that my body is able to move around as it serves me during the day. I appreciate my body for all the energy it has to perform. Knowing that not all beings are as capable as I am humbled by my body's abilities. I make an effort to use my energy for good. And I allow my body to connect with the mind, knowing that they are one. Now try to answer this question I'm gonna give you in your mind. If answers don't flow, that's also okay. Don't worry about it. But if they do, allow them to come and then let them go. Just one question. How can I use my energy that I have cultivated this morning to bring more smiles, more peace, more happiness, or other positive aspects of life into today and into the life of people I meet today? How can I use the energy that I have cultivated now during this practice or since I woke up so that I bring happiness, smiles, peace into my life and the people I meet today? Take one more inhale. Allow those thoughts to seal. And as you exhale, send them out. Now gently bringing the hands together, placing them on the area around the chest, the heart, pressing them against each other in a prayer position. And then slowly beginning to rub them against each other, generating a little bit of heat. And as you do, smile to yourself, knowing that you finished this morning practice and the entire week of practicing together. Slowly transfer the hands onto your eyes, fingers rest on the forehead. And when you're ready, slowly collect the hands again. This time in front of the forehead, thumbs touch the forehead. Feeling the warmth that you've given your face, now transferring onto the entire body. And try to call in one thing, one person, some event that you feel grateful for so that it stays with you throughout the day. What are you grateful for right now? And then from here, gently open the arms towards each side, stretch, maybe move your hips, maybe move the wrists, just like you would early morning. And when you're ready, cross the elbows, offer yourself a self-hug, bowing down, thanking yourself for the practice and for sticking through, discovering something new about yourself this week. Slowly release the hands, and you're done. Thank you so much. I hope this week has served you. I hope today's class has served you. We probably went a little bit over time, just a little bit. Yes, let me know how are you feeling, first of all.